There are places on this earth where sunlight has never touched the ground, not once, not for all the ages of the world, and it is to one such place that our story now descends. It begins, as so many great journeys do, upon a calm and indifferent sea. A vessel rests upon the water at dusk, its crew quiet, their instruments humming with the promise of the unknown. Below the hull, a steel sphere is lowered into the deep, a fragile envoy of the surface world, carrying its passengers toward a realm that swallows light whole. For the first 100 feet, the ocean is generous. Shafts of gold pierce the water like the fingers of some ancient god, and life flickers all around, schools of silver fish, startled and scattering, chasing the last warmth of the sun. But the sea does not remain generous for long. As the submersible sinks deeper, the blue begins to darken, and darkness here is not merely the absence of light, it is a country unto itself. This is the twilight zone, where the sun's rays grow thin and strange, and where the pressure of 1,000 oceans begins to press upon the hull like the hand of something vast and patient. It is here that the first stars appear, not above, but below. Plankton ignite in brief cold sparks as the submersible passes, as though the ocean itself were breathing constellations into being. A comb jelly drifts past, its body rippling with color that has no name, a living rainbow with no sun to reflect. And then, in an instant, the last light from above vanishes. The world becomes absolute. In this blackness, the creatures of the deep reveal themselves as if summoned. A fangtooth fish, its teeth too large for its own mouth, glides into the spotlight's narrow beam, a monster built not for elegance, but for survival, in a place where every meal might be the last for 100 days. A viperfish follows, its body strung with pinpricks of cold light, hunting in a world where prey is rare and hunger is eternal. Scientists tell us that some creatures of this depth may go months between meals, their bodies slowed to the barest hum of life, patience itself made flesh. A hatchetfish flashes silver as it turns, mirrored scales built to vanish from predators lurking below, for even down here, in a place that seems already beyond nightmare, something is always watching from beneath. Sea floor rises to the light at last, pale and silted, undisturbed perhaps for centuries. A giant isopod, ancient and armored, crawls with the unhurried confidence of a creature that has outlived empires. And then, something stranger still. A vampire squid, its arms webbed like a cloak, flares its luminous tips in silent warning, an animal whose very name was born of fear, though it is, in truth, no vampire at all, a gentle drifter, misunderstood by the sailors who first glimpsed it and fled. Nearby, a hydrothermal vent breathes its mineral fire into the black water, plumes of heat rising from cracks in the earth's own skin. Here, in conditions that should permit no life at all, tube worms sway in colonies, thriving on chemistry alone, sunlight utterly unnecessary to their existence. It is one of the deep sea's quiet miracles, proof that life, given the smallest crack of opportunity, will always find a way to burn. But the ocean has saved its most haunting vision for what comes next. From the black, a shape emerges, not swimming, but hanging, motionless, as though the water itself had grown a lantern. It is the anglerfish, its bioluminescent lure swaying gently before its cavernous jaw, a living lantern designed for one purpose alone, to promise light to the hungry and deliver only teeth. For a moment all is still, the lure pulses, Something small and unseen drifts toward it, drawn by an ancient and irresistible instinct. Then, in the space of a single heartbeat, the jaw closes, and the darkness swallows the moment whole, leaving only silence in its wake. It is in that silence that the instruments first stir. A shape appears on the sonar, vast, deliberate, utterly unlike anything encountered before. The pilot's breath catches. The spotlight sweeps the black water, searching, and for one suspended moment there is nothing, only the vast, patient dark pressing from every direction. Then, at the very edge of the light, something moves. A shadow, impossibly large, drifts past the viewport, and for a heartbeat the beam catches an eye the size of a dinner plate, ancient, unblinking, utterly indifferent to the small machine that has intruded upon its world. It is the giant squid, a creature so elusive that for centuries it lived only in the terrified accounts of sailors, dismissed as myth, as legend, as the invention of men driven mad by the sea. And yet here it is, real and immense, its tentacles trailing into the abyss like the roots of some vast and living tree. It regards the light for a single moment, and then it is gone, folding itself back into the darkness from which it came, leaving behind only the drifting snow of the deep and the echo of its passing. The pilot exhales, hands trembling faintly upon the controls, having glimpsed something few human eyes have ever witnessed. And slowly, reverently, the submersible begins its long ascent. The blackness gives way by degrees to blue. The blue brightens by degrees to gold, and at last, breaking the surface beneath a rising sun, the vessel returns, carrying with it not treasure, not proof, but something rarer still, the memory of a world that exists in total darkness, entirely indifferent to our own, continuing its ancient rhythms, whether or not we ever come to look upon it again. For the ocean does not perform for us. It does not wait to be witnessed. It simply is, vast, dark, and endlessly alive, holding its secrets the way it has always held them, patiently and without apology.